it's Elle here from Beyond Expectations. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I answer one of your questions in regards to reshaping and transforming your body, and particularly about how to deal with overwhelm when you're trying to reshape your body and what you should do. I'll read out the question and I'll assist you the best way I can and help you to move forward. Hi Elle, I hope you and your family are doing great. I brought your program a while ago and it seems really doable and simple. However, as seen in the documentary, there were days when you would cry and feel exhausted, and I keep going through those days. Any advice on how to deal with feeling like that? Thank you so much for these regular videos, by the way. Thank you so much for your fantastic question. Thank you so much for purchasing my diet secrets. It really means so much to Kiana, Kamika, and John and I. We do appreciate it. I'm really glad that you're enjoying our videos. Now let's unpack your question. How do you deal with the days when you're just beside yourself? You know, you're in tears, everything just feels overwhelming and you don't know how to move forward. You would have seen that I struggled with those types of days during the making of Beyond Expectations. Now what I'm going to do is tell you what I was particularly going through and how I dealt with it on the days of the making of Beyond Expectations, and I'm also going to talk about it from a now standpoint and also what you can do moving forward. Now, I'm also going to share with you a big mistake a lot of women make, and I think I'm going to start with that first, and then I'll talk about myself through the Beyond Expectations and now and how I deal with it all. The big mistake most women make, so I'm having trouble saying that, most women make is we just have far too much on our plate. We're doing so many things. We have so many things to contend with, whether that be work, whether that be family commitments, whether that be study, whether that be husband, whether that be our own interests, whether that be friends, whether that be our community. I mean, the list is endless. I find in this day and age we're more and more busy than we've ever been before, and this is where the overwhelm can come from. Now for me personally, during the making of Beyond Expectations, the days that I was really low crying generally came from sheer exhaustion. I was just so tired. I had a newborn baby, an infant, and a sick husband who's still sick now, and there were times I would go for 24 hours without sleep, and in some cases 48 hours. That's where my very low moods came from. There is only so much you can push a human being in regards to sleep. If you do not have enough rest and recovery, you're going to find yourself in big trouble. You're going to find yourself in a very difficult place to be able to reshape and transform your body. Now for me personally, once Kamika was on a sleep schedule, so the little one, and she was sleeping just like my infant was, and they were both on the same sleep schedule, you would have seen that I was doing a lot better. And I even mentioned this in Beyond Expectations, that I'm going to concentrate on getting more rest because I just wasn't sleeping enough. Now my suggestion to you would be is, if you are in that place, you've got too much on your plate, you need to cut back. It is a swap. It is a swap from having the body of your dreams, your destiny, what you'd like to do, to doing other things. Now the other things I'm referring to are not the things that you must do, like you must work, or you must cook dinner, or you must take your children to school, or you must. They're your must things. I'm talking about the extra things, like spending 2 hours on Instagram or Facebook, or watching TV really late at night, or when you drop your kids off to school, you have a long 2-hour discussion with people. Look, you're going to have to limit all that for now until you find yourself in a better place. I mean, I can go on and on of time wasting things that people do, but I don't think that's necessary right now. You need to do some hard and fast lines. So for me, I knew I had to get more sleep during the making of Beyond Expectations. I'm assuming that's probably the case for you too. You probably need to make sure you have a bedtime and you're really strict with it. So whatever that is for you, whether it be 8:30 if that's feasible, or 7 o'clock if you need that much sleep, but you must go to bed on time. Doesn't matter what Netflix drama is on, doesn't matter what's on Disney Plus or Binge or whatever you're watching at the time, you need to go to bed at that strict time. And you must wake up at the same time too. I know this sounds really boring and not fun or exciting, but ultimately if you are not getting enough rest and recovery, you're going to feel overwhelmed, you're going to feel like you can't do it, you're going to cry. You need to recover. You're going to have to cut back on the extracurricular until you find yourself in a place where you can deal with it. Now, I'm going to talk about me personally now. This is not something I deal with often. I still have days of overwhelm where I cry and feel like it's too much, and generally it comes from doing too much. I've done too much. I've gone out more socially than I normally would. I've had more things to do with John, caring for him, work commitments with the kids, all that type of stuff. I usually find it happens around Christmas or New Year or birthdays or whenever there's a lot of stuff happening. And I know why. It's because I haven't had enough sleep. So generally speaking, I'll know that I need to cut back on all the extracurricular things that I'm doing, whatever they are and whatever they are for you. And I need to concentrate on getting a bit more sleep. Sleep is not selfish. Sleep is important. You should aim to get between 8 hours a night, ideally. I can't say I always do that, but I do aim for it. If you're in a position where you can have a nap, if you're a shift worker, if you have a small child, if you study, whatever, take the nap. For me personally, that's not something I can do, but if you are in a position you can do that, definitely take the nap, and you're going to find you're going to feel a lot better. You're going to be able to deal with people a lot better. If you've ever had children and you've ever been up all night with a sick child, or you've been sleep deprived from a newborn, you will understand and know how your temper and your general mood is very low because you're just too tired. So my suggestion to you would be get more rest. You'll find that you'll have less and less of these days. You're going to have to cut some things out because unfortunately it is a swap when you are a newbie. You haven't got the experience behind you to be able to keep doing all these additional activities. You've got to keep it very simple. Have a strict bedtime, a strict waking time, no extra TV, no more probably gas bagging at the water fountain. Gas bagging here in Australia means talking a lot, having convos. Look, it's all good to have conversations with your friends and family, but keep them short and structured and in a proper routine, because I find that is a big time waster if you're somebody who lives a very busy lifestyle. I know that, you know, if I'm dropping off my girls at school, I could quite easily waste 2 hours speaking to some people that I love to chat to. I know that when I do the grocery shopping, I could quite easily waste 2 hours speaking to the neighbors that I see. I know that I could quite easily waste time with the people that I enjoy working with. The list is endless. So try to limit that until you're in a place where you feel comfortable, more confident with your body, where you're at, and you're managing things. I really do hope this helps. For those of you who haven't gotten your free copy of 7 Rules from Beyond Expectations, please head on over and grab it. It's John and I's gift from us to you. We hope you enjoy it. We hope it's a useful tool, and we thank you so much for stopping by and watching our videos, subscribing, turn on the bell notifications, all that good stuff. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.